From the narrowest of gullies to the biggest stadiums, cricket is quite literally everywhere in India. It is undoubtedly the country's most popular sport and one of those rare things that have the ability to unite a billion people. But India's contribution to cricket goes well beyond the excitement on the pitch and the biggest athletes the sport has ever seen. For this episode of the Magnificent India series, we are heading to a town that is the source of the finest bats for Indian as well as international athletes. And what better car to do it with than the sporty and athletic new Hyundai i20 N-Line. But before I carry on with my Willow talk, do remember to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you get notified every time new content goes up on Auto Today. Around 80 kilometers to the northeast of Delhi, Meerut is at the forefront of production of not just bats, but sports goods in general. Following conversations with shop owners in Meerut's Surajkund market, which is the place to go to if you're looking to shop for sports goods, and more so if you've got cricket equipment in your shopping list, we were directed to an area referred to as Sports Complex. If you've ever watched cricket, it is highly unlikely that you'd be unfamiliar with BDM. Known for producing some of the finest cricket bats the world over, the company has been a trusted partner for some of cricket's biggest stars, including the likes of Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli and Suresh Raina to name a few. In the business since 1986, BDM operates out of a 4,500 square feet setup in Meerut, producing bats, gloves, pads and balls for cricket. BDM currently produces more than 600 cricket bats daily. That translates to roughly a bat a minute. The handles are fashioned out of cane imported from Singapore before being fused with the main blade. After being sliced longitudinally into 3 pieces, they're glued together with layers of rubber between to help absorb the shock from the impact with the ball being whacked at more than 100 kmph with a bat. These are then left to dry for a day before being lathed into shape and ready to fuse with the blade. The blade itself is carved out of either Kashmir or English willow. The latter is the preferred choice for those playing at a professional level. The marriage of the handle with the blade at the hands of skilled craftsmen is followed by these pieces being shaped to give them their final form. Another set of craftsmen then skillfully shave off the wood to match the exact weight based on the athlete's preferences. The workers at BDM, most with years of experience and skills passed on to them over generations, are no less than artists in the way they masterfully craft these bats as per international cricketing standards put in place by the ICC. The final steps include the thread rolled onto the handles, buffing and polishing before receiving the toe guard, handle grip and BDM branding. Wow, that was quite insightful. Thanks to the good folks at BDM and Mr. Rakesh Mahajan for giving us such a brilliant sneak peek into the world of bats and how they're made and how the finest quality willow is produced for international as well as Indian superstars. And just the scale at which this operation is going on in Meerut, that was also quite eye-opening. And you know, it makes you realize how much India contributes on a global scale, be it sports and like we've seen in the past in this drive series in terms of architecture, handicrafts and a million other things. And while we're heading back to Delhi in the i20 N-Line, I also want to touch upon how impressed I am with the car. The standard i20 is already a very good package. It won the Indian Car of the Year title as well. But this i20 N-Line, those small changes that have been made to the car have taken the excitement level notches above. Aside from just the sporty embellishments on the outside and the inside, it's the tweaks to the suspension, tweaks to the steering that have really brought forth the sporty nature of the i20. And the other thing I really love, and I've loved about other Hyundais as well, is the 120 bhp turbocharged petrol engine under the hood and this slick shifting 7-speed DCT. This combination, combined with the slightly stiffer, sportier suspension setup and the nicer steering just makes this car something that you really would enjoy driving. I can keep rambling on about how great the i20 N-Line is, but it's time for me to say goodbye. And if you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and do remember to share and subscribe. Goodbye for now.